Olu of Warri. You still have those who are minority tribes in Warri. I know the Shekiri is also there.
Those are there.
Those are also there. These are minorities. You have the Sultan of Sokoto. You also have minorities in Sokoto. That is it. The truth is that you must be able to elevate a particular person to the level that he will be at par with the others in the country. If you are afraid of the issue of minority, which is always a recurrent argument, then you won't go further, because there are still going to be issues. For instance, the Obong of Calabar, you have those of Atam, right?
Yes.
But you won't go and become Obong of Calabar. You still have minorities within. But the truth is that it is not about minority, right? But it is about how they are being integrated, how they are being carried along is what matters, not who is at the end of affairs. Otherwise, if you want to look at this issue of minority, then you continue to go round the circle. You won't go further. You won't go backward. Truth is that we need to begin to see Akwa Ibom as one and indivisible entity, where if you have somebody emerge, for instance, as a king, everybody from everywhere you are from, you push the person and say the person should sustain. But what we seem to be having, in Akwa Ibom, regrettably, is that if you have someone at the national level, we fight the person. Start throwing stones. Must it be you? We start doing a petition, we start flying against the person to pull the person down. That is why we are here and we are where we are. But thank God that the CSOs have come to say enough is enough. We must begin to support unity, support progress, and support what we think will promote the ideals of our founding fathers. Before now, you never heard of the ethnic groups. What you have is Ibibio State College, if you are aware of this story. You never heard of all these other groups. But because of this issue of interest and people feeling that they are being deprived or cut off from the power or center, is why you now begin to have ethnic groups. I can tell you we have so many of them. Because even within some community, you have others who are saying we're not from this community. They want to have because they have the right to self-determine of the tribe you want to belong. So what I'm simply saying, and what the CSOs are saying, is that time has come, and it is now for us to begin to put aside disunity, discourse that will bring disunity, discourse that will bring acrimony and conflicts amongst the ethnic groups, but promote those discourse that will promote unity, growth, and development in the state. Which is why we have come to say this particular bill seeks to promote oneness, seeks to promote unity, and seeks overall to elevate the status of the royal fathers in Akwa Ibom State. Now, like I have said before, this particular bill has established Akwa Ibom Supreme Council of National Rulers. What you have currently is different from what we have now. What we have, you have TRC at the local government level, you have TRC at the village level and clan level, you have TRC at the state level. There's no difference between those TRC and this one. The time they have made it to become supreme at the level of the state level, when you have TRC at the local government level, clan level, and the village level. This bill is the best for the state. My friend, I know you.
Honestly, as a matter of fact, to add to what Tom has said, don't forget that the name, the position canvassed for to be established is Akwa Ibom State Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers. Akwa Ibom State Supreme Council. You talk about the other ethnic groups. This is also why the bill is also establishing that the Equal Equination Electoral District, which is part of the whole of Akwa Ibom, is to take, the first vice president. Eket's electoral district, represented with, by those constituents, the attack of Oro is also, captured in this, in this exercise. That is the President General, who is representing the Ibibio group, carries along the Equal Recognition Electoral District, that is that is represented by the ANAs, and then the Equal Electoral District that is represented by the Oro. And then the issue of if not me, who syndrome that has been rocking this state and even the Nigerian society at large is something that we should begin now to do away with, because like we are sitting here now, Otueko is here. If I say why must it be Otueko that is hosting this press conference, it must be me. I will not come here to support this issue that is touching on the generality of the people of Akwa Ibom State, especially the traditional institutions. Then I will not be doing good. It devolves on me, it behoves on me now to give my support, give credence to the issues that are being passed, that are being canvassed now by the state government and the State House of Assembly. So the status now to be created is to ensure that whenever the monarch from Akwa Ibom State is attending probably a meeting somewhere, somebody representing Akwa Ibom State will also be accorded the same status, the same recognition, and all the paraphernalia of that office, as is given to other people from other sections of the country, will also be accorded, to the person who is representing Akwa Ibom State. This is something that is coming as a new law to be, to be passed, and we are very, very happy that government is coming up with this issue. It is to give respect, to the Akwa Ibom monarchs, as the case may be.
All right, gentlemen, please let me add to that. Akwa Ibom State was created 36 years ago. Sokoto State was created more than 36 years ago. You understand? The caliphate of the Sokoto and the Kano and the Kaduna, they were created before now. So they have an established traditional rule and traditional culture, well respected in Nigeria. Since Akwa Ibom State was created recently, and for the past 36 years, we have been disrespected by other tribes. And we now think it necessary for us to say, okay, if you don't respect everybody from Akwa Ibom State, respect the Oku Ibomi, Ibibio. At least one person must be respected. All object is at rest until a force is applied. This respect has been on rest till now. Now the force we are looking for is the endorsement and the signing of this bill into law so that we can move a particular man up. We all will look at him and say, this is our symbol of respect. Any man that sees that man and say, this is the Oku Ibom Ibibio, if we from Akwa Ibom State respect him, other tribes in Nigeria will respect him. That's exactly what we are looking for. We don't need to compete with other tribes. All we need to do is legally, let's endorse respect to a particular person. Legally, let's endorse. All of us have agreed. This is the man we are respecting. This is our leader traditionally. Whether he's right or wrong, whether you like him or you don't like him, this is who the person's from. I think the executive governor is very knowledgeable enough for him to bring out this bill for us to move it to this status. Please, we want to change the narrative. If they are respecting the Obi of Onitsha, the Oku Ibom Ibibio should also be respected anywhere in Nigeria. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay.
Question 2.
David, capture because I'm later clear.
Yeah. Please good evening. My name is Isaac Joe from Daily Times. I've looking at the bill, the bill is seeking to elevate the status of our monarchs,
Yes.
to be at par with their counterparts in other parts of the country.
Yes.
I think the CSO should also seek for a clause in that bill that will make these chiefs, these monarchs, to have corresponding loyalty of his people, because home-based power is number one. Then two, the chairman of the council, chairman of the proposed Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers. No, the chairman, the proposed Supreme Council is appointed by the governor.
Yes.
That by extension make him a political office.
Yes.
And as such, there should be a bill that will seek to make them father of all, because being the government appointee, it will dance to the government of the day. You see season of endorsement when it comes to politics. This one will endorse, this one will endorse, this one will endorse. There should be a bill that neutralize them from participating in politics and make them father of all. That should be the concern of the CSO.
Is that the first one about the chairman?
Yes.
I think I would also suggest that chairman of council should not be. I'm just trying to.
Yes, go ahead.
It shouldn't be appointed by the government.
No, that's
Let the paramount rulers on their own, based on some criteria, maybe senatorial district by whatever, be the one to
Elect their own.
elect their own. Because just like what you said, even the president of the OKB, the same thing may still happen. If, for instance, just like nobody, no governor in the south is can dictate for the OB of Formation. No governor in the north can dictate for the Sultan of Sokoto, you know. And so, just like the question I asked, what happens if the OPB fails to follow the dictates of the government in politics? Because that is where the problem will come from. So, if there are ways they can also
Seek a clause.
put some clauses or whatever in the law, because every law should also be reviewed.
Yeah.
If there are ways they can put some clauses in the laws to make those positions, to make those people occupying them independent of whoever is the governor, that will even make the position stronger.
Okay, to add to that, I want to find out, beyond recognition and respect, were there special privileges that the Obong of Calabar, for instance, will enjoy than I mean, that was denied traditional rulers in Akwa Ibom State? Please, I want to find out.
Yes.
Yes. As a matter of fact, you see, when the Obong, the seat, the position of Obong of Calabar is already established, has been established years before now. The Obong of Calabar. Mention that name anytime, any place, you know the respect that will be accorded. The Obong of Calabar. Or the
Oni of Ife.
The Oni of Ife. These are traditional institutions that enjoy special privileges, even from government.
Federal government, state.
From the federal government, from the state government, and then the other, cadres of government. For instance, the governor would not, under any circumstance, governor of Oni state, yes. No, Oni state, yes. Oni state will not, yes, will not just sit down on his own and then summon the Oni to his office. The Oni cannot move to the It is the governor that will move to the Oni. But if you observe here in Akwa Ibom State, sometimes the head of the TRC, as it were, would be expected to go to the airport to welcome the governor. So this is one of the privileges,
Okay, that have denied them.
Yes, that have been denied, and this office would not be, would not be pushed left, right, and center at the beck and call of anybody, at any level of governance or government. So this is one of the very important privileges, and then even at that, if the governor, wants to pay an impromptu visit to the Oni of Ife, the man would say, no, you didn't inform me that you are coming. Please go, follow follow the protocol, of visiting, this office. The office, is not represented by the man who is sitting there, who is seated there,
Yeah.
but it is represented by the traditional makeup
The
of the people. So this is the status, the same status that we want, should be accorded to the head of the Supreme Council of Akwa Ibom State traditional rulers. Be it, from which of the of the ethnic groups, whoever is occupying that office should be accorded that respect,
In addition to that, sir, you're asking if there are other benefits. The New of Ife got married this year, married 3, married 4, married 5. If there were no benefit, where did he get money to do all
to
this?
sustain
Answer that question.
Mine is to lend voice to my colleagues, especially the Daily Times and of course the Maker's submission. Yes, it is fine, very good that we are seeking to push that this bill becomes a law for the recognition, of course, federal recognition of our traditional rulers and institutions. But it's very obvious when we situate the power to appoint the chairman in council in the office of the state governor. It's like giving me cake in one hand and collecting it the other hand. Because definitely when it's political time, it will boil down to the traditional stool, and nepotism definitely cannot be avoided in this case. Do you understand? So mine is to say, in the nearest future, let us look at a clause. Let us look at injecting a clause in the law that will neutralize, that will give autonomy to the traditional institution where the governor does not have a say in terms of appointment. Because if I become a governor, I tell you, I'll do what will not hurt me tomorrow. That's if I become. All right. So please, let's find a way. Let's work towards that. It's a good one. It's best that we are seeking this recognition. But since we are doing the right thing, let's do it properly. Thank you very much.
Okay. I think I want to say this with respect to the last speaker. There is no how you can detach government from traditional institution. Let's take, for instance, the issue of Sanusi, of the deposed emir of Kano. Because he had an issue with the governor, and the governor came out and so I had to divide the emirate council, split it, and he was put on exile, and then the rest is history. So there's why you can detach the government, because the royal fathers, the traditional institution is a government of its own. In fact, that is why, to some extent, I remember when we were canvassing that we should have four-tier system of government. We said the traditional institution should be one of the tiers of government, because from the argument we are canvassing, they emerge from the gods.